And go.
Lincvolt weekend wrap-up, or weekend update. No, it's really kind of like what we did this week. Okay, this is Uli Kruger and Jonathan Goodwin.
Hi.
So we just wanted to bring you up to speed on what we did this week and what we tried to do this week, and I don't even know what else. If you know, you guys can add anything.
Yeah, what we'll do is explain what has happened through the transition of making this vehicle go from electric to long-range electric, and some of the fuel sources that we'll be using, as well as some of the complications associated with putting those components together. We can start with the 150 kilowatt electric motor that we use to drive the vehicle, that's supported by the lithium-ion batteries. We've actually reduced the amount of batteries in the vehicle for room, or to actually fit the car. But we've installed the, what should we call the generator?
Generator
1.0,
Yeah,
2.0.
Generator. This is generator 2.0 because 2.0, 1.0 was when we just had electricity.
Right.
2.0 now we have a generator, and this is our first generator. We have another generator that'll be around at 2.5, and then as we move on past that into 3.0 and 4.0,
Exactly,
it will change. But this is our first generator, and when I arrived on Sunday last week, after playing at Farm Aid in Boston on Saturday night, I flew back here with my wife and my band, and got off the plane here, and they went back to California, and I came to Wichita to meet the Shaky Pictures crew, who met me here, and we started filming, and we started doing all the things that we're doing to make the Lincvolt movie. So on Sunday, I arrived, and we checked on the car, and on Sunday night, I think we installed the motor.
Yeah.
We had the motor in. The motor was late. It was coming from Australia, and it was about 10 days to a week late, something like that.
Yeah, you got a first-class trip from Australia to United States in about 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, got held up in quarantine in Australia.
Yeah, because it was an old motor, and it had gas in it, and they said that it couldn't travel with gas in it because that would be dangerous for like their homeland security thing and everything. So we were very surprised about that. We didn't know about that. So it took a long time to go through all the red tape. But when we got the motor here and we opened it up, it was full of gas.
Yeah.
So that there was a breakdown there somewhere with the government or the people doing the security. But anyway, we got our motor. It came in on like Friday or something.
Yeah.
So when I got there on Sunday, we were ready to install it. So we installed it, and then just to make sure that we'd done it right, we installed it again. So we installed
2 or 3
it twice.
times. We made sure it fit perfectly.
Yeah. At the same time, Paul Perrone was there. Our robotics expert was here, and he had installed all the sensors for the internet hookup of the automobile. When we actually go on the road, the car will be able to tell you everything it's doing. Everything it's encountering on the road in real time will be broadcast on the internet through our website, which will have a radical change in a few days. When the car hits the road, the website will look a little different. It'll be more of a dashboard, and it'll look more like what we're doing. You'll be able to see what the car is seeing and be able to see us and hear us. And plus you'll see how fast we're going, what altitude we're at, what the temperature is, what the time of day is, what our miles per gallon, what kind of fuel we're using, and the battery levels. And you'll be able to see the battery go down, and then the generator come on for a while, charge up the battery, and then go down. Then you'll see that we're climbing hills. You'll be able to see how much time it takes for the generator to come on again when we're climbing hills, as opposed to going downhill or going along the level ground.
Yeah.
So that's what's going to happen in a while. We gave up our schedule because there's so many unforeseen things that have happened.
Yeah, it's hard to put a schedule to something when you're writing your own book. So
Yeah. But what is that Uli always says? If we knew what we were doing, they wouldn't call it research.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it is.
This is a rolling dyno now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a rolling dyno. So, and we don't mean dinosaur, we mean dynometer, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
This
Will
car,
be a-
this car will tell us exactly what's going on and how it's going on.
Will be a lot of fine tuning of it when we're on the road, and because we will have the full capability of adjusting the engine and its various fuel sources and which percentage of which fuel source we use and all the timing, injection timing, and then we can get a direct feedback of the actual fuel consumption and see in which way those changes that we make affect our miles per gallon. And we can do that while we're on the road, because it is really the generator part of it is really like a dynamometer in a way. It's the it's like the engine was on a dyno.